Hey guys, it's Aislinn, and in today's video, we are going to be starting a new little series here. So one of my favorite YouTubers is Mia Maples, and she recently did a video comparing Temu, Amazon, and Etsy. She bought products from those three websites that had like the same listing picture and then compared the prices and was curious if they were the exact same items, but they're all being charged different prices. So like they're all buying from the same distributor and just selling it on different platforms for different prices. I love her videos. She is so smart and her brain is just, next level. She's genius. I was like, I would love to do that. Now, obviously, I don't make as much money as Miss Maples here, but I was like, how can I do it in a different way and also like have the same kind of concept? So today we're going to be comparing product from TikTok, Etsy, and Amazon, and I'm going to be doing Halloween products, like Halloween edition of the same thing. So hopefully you guys like it. If so, let me know. I have many other videos planned, some costumes and stuff like that. I pre-planned this so far in advance, and it takes a lot of planning and writing down everything and getting organized to make sure like you're doing everything properly. So the three places we're going to be comparing today is TikTok, Etsy, and Amazon. I purchased one product from each platform. Like I said, I'm not made out of money, unfortunately. I wish I was. So we're just going to be comparing one product and see if they're different, see the different price points. I'm so curious if the material is going to be different, if the print on the shirt is going to be different. I am very, very excited. I have not opened these to look and see if any of them are different. So literally it's going to be real-time reactions here. So let's go over the product I got. So I was on TikTok and this popped up, and I absolutely love this sweater so much. It is perfect for fall and Halloween. It's just like more of a basic Halloween. Now, you know me, I don't do basic very often, but I am leaning more towards having some nude colors in my closet, not all black. I am branching out into different colors. And this to me was more of like a preppy basic type sweater. I know people may disagree, but it was more of like a normal instead of like the ghosts and skulls and pumpkins that I typically wear. So I was like, I must try this. Let me see where else I can find this. So I just image searched. I found the exact same product on Amazon and on Etsy. Literally the listing and picture and everything looks the same. So let's run through the price point for each product. I'm also going to be factoring in shipping costs because obviously some places charge, some places don't, and that could definitely impact the pricing. The first place I purchased was on Etsy. So they were listing this as $30.99. However, they were having a sale, so I got a shop discount of $15.50, which is a lot of money. That's literally half off. I'm pretty sure they're always running those like specials on sweaters and stuff. So my subtotal came to $15.49, which is extremely inexpensive for a sweater. And then I did have to pay $5.65 in shipping. I had some tax on there. So my total was $22.62, which is still very, very affordable. Typically for like a crew neck sweater, I would say it's normally like in the 40s range. So this was only $22. Let's go ahead and open this one up and see what it looks like. I'm so excited to try these on for you guys. All right, here is the package. Let's go ahead and open her up. All right, I got this in a size extra large. Sometimes the sizing does affect the pricing. I hate that that's a thing, but it is a thing. Normally, if you're plus size, you already know they charge us a couple dollars extra. So here is what the sweater is looking like. Okay, it's really good quality. It's lightweight. It's not too thick, it's not too thin. It's a really nice material. It's breathable. The inside is super, super soft. Here is what the outside looks like. It looks identical to the listing. Again, I got a size extra large, and I will try this on for you in just a minute. So the tag says it is Ivy apparel, so we're going to keep that in mind. So here's the first sweater. Let's move on to the second listing and go over pricing. The next place I got this from was, of course, TikTok Shop. So they were having a flash sale, which again, they're always having discounts on there. So this was $17.80. I had no shipping. It was free shipping, which was awesome. I had a little bit of sale tax. So my total was $19.05. So this was cheaper than the Etsy listing. So let's go ahead and open the second sweater and see what it looks like. This is where things start getting interesting because we're going to start comparing and seeing if we feel a difference. So here is the sweater. that we got from TikTok Shop, I already feel quite a big difference. The material is a little bit thicker. The tag on this one says Gildan, which is a very, very common company. A lot of people use their tees and sweaters to do at home like pressing and printing on shirts or embroidery. So this one is a little bit more heavy duty and thick. The front of the shirt looks exactly the same, but I definitely feel a difference in the material. Ooh, I actually already see a difference between this one and the other one. I'll have to show you when I try it on. The last item I got was from Amazon. This one was the most expensive. It retails for $29.99. I also had to pay shipping. I don't have Amazon Prime, and normally if I spend over $25, I get free shipping, but for some reason, in this case, I did not get free shipping. I had to pay $4.99. So my total was $34.98 before tax. After everything, my total was $37.08. So this is definitely the most expensive sweater out of all of them, and it is quite a bit more expensive than the other two. This is a typical like range that I would pay for a sweater. I would say like in the 40s is normally what you would pay for like a really nice sweater. So let's go ahead and open the Amazon one and see if it's different from the other two. I already see the difference. So here's this. There's a little coupon code in here for 15% off. So if you take 15% off of the total, it would probably bump it down closer to what I paid for the other two sweaters. Unfortunately, I didn't have that when I bought it, but now we know. This one's drastically different, you guys. Okay. This one, definitely the material is different than the other two. I would say this one is definitely the worst material. It's not soft on the inside. The material is just not the greatest. It's not cozy. It's kind of an odd material. We'll have to see what it is. The tag also says made in China. This is a 2XL. It doesn't really say the brand. It just says made in China. So here's what the sweater looks like. Again, the material is way different than the other two. This is definitely my least favorite material we've tried so far. And I definitely see a big difference on the Halloween Town lettering. This one's a little bit more distressed, but the picture quality is really nice. So there are the three sweaters. There's also a color difference in the base color of the sweater. So let me show you that real quick close up. This one is from Amazon. This one is from TikTok. And this one is from Etsy. So here are the three different colors. As you can see, the Amazon one almost has like a pinkish undertone. It's definitely a different color than the other two. These two are so similar, they're almost identical with their coloring. You really don't notice much of a difference between these two, but this one is a totally different color. So far, we have had a difference with the print, the material, and the color, so all three of these seem like they are going to be different. So let's go ahead and try them on, see how they fit, and see how they feel. All right, you guys, we are in my bedroom. Excuse my messy nightstand back there. It's just, you know, the way of life. Here is the first sweater. This one is from TikTok Shop. This one definitely has really, really nice material. I almost feel like this one's my favorite. The inside is very, very soft, and it's also the more like lightweight, breathable fabric. So here's what it looks like. Here's what the front of the shirt looks like with the print. So this one again is from TikTok Shop. Spin around and show you guys. It's just blank on the back. So here's what it looks like. The sleeves are perfect for me. I am very tall. I am 5'10" and a fourth, so I always struggle with arm length, but this is really, really nice. Very cozy, very, very soft. Again, here is an up close of that print. So there's what the print looks like up close. Let's go ahead and try on sweater number 2. Okay, you guys, we have sweater number 2, and this one is from Etsy. This one is that Ivy brand that the tag said. The previous one was the Gildan one. I have to say, this fabric is the absolute best. It feels like butter. It feels like a nice warm hug. It is so soft on the inside. It's more lightweight than the Gildan one. Also, I think the text on this one is a little bit more vivid. So overall, I prefer the graphic on this one and the sweater. The sweater is so comfortable. I wish you guys could try it on right now. It is so buttery, soft. It's not stiff at all. It feels like something you've already worn a couple times. You've washed it. It's just like so cozy and comfortable. The sleeves are also super long, just like the TikTok Shop one. This one is my favorite though. This one is the one from Etsy. Here's the graphic. Hopefully you guys will be able to tell the difference in the print. This one is much more vivid. The graphic on it is a lot nicer. It's more pigmented. The material is just, oh, you guys, it's so soft. It's so soft and nice. I don't know if you guys will be able to tell. They fit about the same. They are the same size. They're both an XL, so they do fit me about the same. This one's just not as stiff, so it's just more cozy and comfortable. I'll definitely show you guys side by side the prints on these so you can see how different they are, because the material is different and also the print is different. This one is by far my absolute favorite. Definitely going to be keeping this one. I might return the other two, but this one I am keeping. I just feel like it's the best. But we still have one more to try from Amazon, so let's go ahead and try that one on. All right, we are now in the Amazon one. I feel like you guys will definitely be able to see a color difference in just the color of the sweater alone. The material of this one, also not good at all. My absolute least favorite. It feels very bizarre. It does not feel like it's cotton. It feels like a mix of something. So we'll look at the tags in a minute, but it's definitely my least favorite material. It's kind of heavy. It's not breathable. It's just not comfortable. It does not feel like soft and buttery. Also, I'm not a fan of the color. I like the other two colors a lot more. This one almost has like a pinky vibe to it. Again, I'll show you compared to the other ones. Here is a close-up of the print. I think I actually like the print on this one the best. I'll see when I compare it to the other two, but like the Halloween Town wording on this one, I definitely think it's my favorite. I just wish the material was better. Also, when I was opening this up, this flew out of the bag. It's like a bunch of thread that came with the sweater, so you get a bunch of free thread with your sweater. This one I did get in a 2X, and I'm really glad I did because it fits similarly as the other two. It still hugs my hips, but now it's like actually oversized and fits me better. So I actually am glad I sized up in this one and got a 2X instead of a 1X like the other ones. The sleeves are even longer on this one than the other ones. It's just the material. I just don't like the material at all. Also, not a fan of the color. I just wish the material was different, but I do like the sizing on this one. So let me go ahead and take this off and I'll show you all three sweaters next to each other so you can really see the differences. Okay, here are all three sweaters next to each other. We have TikTok, Etsy, and Amazon here. So hopefully you guys can already see the color difference between them. These two are almost identical, pretty much the exact same. This one definitely has more of like an orangey rose color to it, which I prefer these two more. And hopefully you guys can see the prints on them are also different. This one is by far the most pigmented. Go Etsy. I'm very glad that Etsy is definitely the clear winner here. So I'm gonna get a close-up of these and hopefully you guys can tell. So this one is just a little bit more faded up here compared to this. You guys see the color difference in the sky and in the pumpkin. Very, very different. The lettering is really close to being the same, but this one is still like just more pigmented and looks fresher. This one looks very, very faded. I'm guessing it's just the type of printer they use to print out these. They're not decals, but whatever you call them. Here is the Amazon one. This one is still not as pigmented as this one. It's more pigmented than the TikTok one for sure, but it is definitely not as pigmented as the Etsy one. I mean, if you just look at the pumpkins on this compared to this, look how much more color there is. It's much more vibrant. The one thing I do like about the Amazon one is around the letters, it almost has like a black outline. You guys can see some black spots there, and it has like a black outline around the letters, whereas these two do not have that. So I kind of like the grungy black outline on the sweater, but this one definitely is the best. Go Etsy. Very, very glad Etsy won. Definitely support the smaller businesses because as you can see here, it pays off. Let's go ahead and go sit back down in my film room and we will go over the fabrics because this one is a little sus. I'm not sure I'm loving the fabric on this one. I'm gonna put this on right now. I told you I was gonna be wearing the sweater. It's just so comfortable. Look at it in here. Oh, it's so beautiful. Look at that. Very, very pigmented, beautiful, buttery. I'm in love with it. Let's go over the materials because I am curious what the difference is between the three. We'll start with the one I'm wearing. So the one I'm wearing is 50% algodon, 50% polyester. It's made in Egypt too. It says America's favorite brand on the tag. Let's move on to the TikTok shop one. This is the Gildan one. Very, very typical brand for printing shirts and stuff. I love Gildan, don't get me wrong. This is still very soft and really good quality, but this one is just a little bit better. This one's really great too. Like I would have been really happy if this was the fabric and the print and everything that it came with. This one is 50% cotton, 50% polyester. Okay, so I'm seeing now that the word Allegon is in a different language for cotton. So this one's 50% cotton, 50% polyester. So is this one. They are the same. This one just feels a little bit lighter, more breathable, and more buttery, more pliable, not as stiff. Maybe if this one was washed, it wouldn't feel so stiff, but this one definitely feels a little bit thicker and not as buttery. I just like the material of this one a lot more, but they are made out of the same material. Now let's move on to the most interesting one, the Amazon one, because I do not like this fabric at all. So let's see what it is. So this one says made in China. Okay, it does not say what the material is on the tag. Let's see if there's a tag on the inside where it says what it's made of. Aha, found it right here. I have no idea what it's made of because the tag is in all Chinese. So let me look on the listing and see if it says what the material is on the listing. Okay, so the Amazon one on the listing, it says it's made of 80% cotton. I don't know what the other 20% is. I haven't found it yet, but it says 80% cotton, but it doesn't feel soft at all. It literally just says 80% cotton. It doesn't say what the other 20% is, so I have no idea what the other 20% is, but it definitely does not feel as good as the other two options here. So I'm gonna get a close-up of the print on the front of all of these so you can see the color difference a lot more. My bedroom lighting doesn't have like my ring lighting and stuff, obviously, so I do want to show you guys up close on the ring lighting so you guys can see the color differentiation on each shirt. Okay, here is the one from Etsy. This is my absolute favorite print as well as material and color. It's just the best. Here's the one from TikTok Shop. Again, really good quality. This one's definitely the most faded though. I do like the print on the Amazon one better than I like the one on TikTok Shop, but I like the sweater material of the TikTok Shop one better than the Amazon one. So the Etsy one's perfect because I love both of them the best. So here's the one from TikTok Shop. How did I just realize that the Amazon one also does not have like the EST 1998? How did I just realize that? So this one is also different in that aspect, but here's the one from Amazon. Again, not having the EST 1998 on there also gets it less points for me, but the print on this one is really nice. I like the print on this one too. So I'm guessing all these companies are using the same listing because this one on the listing showed 1998 and obviously it's not there. So definitely false advertising, another lower point for Amazon. And Amazon was the most expensive. So definitely don't get this one from Amazon. I would recommend Etsy. I just feel like it's definitely made by a small business and it's about the same price as a TikTok Shop one. So I would definitely go with this one. So there you go. In case you were curious, I feel like they all are using the same listing and I'm guessing a lot of the bigger companies are stealing the smaller companies' images like Etsy, people who probably actually screen press these and take a picture and upload it onto their listing. I feel like the bigger corporations are probably just stealing the picture of whatever they worked hard for. So I will leave a link to the Etsy listing in the description down below for you guys in case you want to check this sweater out for yourself. It's very, very comfortable. Highly recommend. I'm definitely going to be living in this fall. That is all for today's video. Let me know if you guys enjoyed it and what other videos you would want to see. Don't forget to check out my Instagram. The link to that is in the description down below. I post way more of my everyday life on there. Give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. I love you guys so much and I will see you in my next video. Bye.